So the question is, what is depreciation and what is included in depreciation? Very good question. Very good question indeed. Remember, we are in business, and for being in business, we use assets, and we use two kinds of assets. Which are those two kinds of assets? The two kinds of assets that we use, one is known as tangible assets, and second is known as intangible asset. So what is a tangible asset? Tangible asset is an asset that I can touch, I can feel, and I can see. That's a tangible asset. Building, property, plant and equipment, computer, furniture, plant and machinery, aircraft, train, yacht, ship are all examples of tangible assets. The second category of the assets that we use in business are known as intangible asset. And what is an intangible asset? Intangible asset is an asset that I cannot touch, I cannot feel, and I cannot see. So goodwill, software, design, patent, know-how, copyright, brand, these are all examples of intangible assets. Now please remember, it doesn't really matter whether we are using an intangible asset or we are using a tangible asset in business. Because of use of these assets, value of these assets is going down year after year. So the building that I am using its value is diminishing year after year. The plant and machinery that I am using, its value is diminishing year after year. So a reduction in the value of a tangible asset is known as depreciation. So I start my business with a new building, and the building is worth let's say 10 million euros, and life of this building is let's say 10 years. That means value of this building is diminishing by 1 million every year. That means in my P&L, I will have to debit, or I will have to take a cost on account of depreciation 1 million every year for next 10 years. After 10 years, value of this building in my books will become zero, and that is your depreciation. Now, your question was only relating to depreciation, but let me extend your question and also answer it little more, because we use two kinds of assets: tangible assets, intangible assets. Now, what about the intangible assets? Intangible assets we are using in the business, their value is also going down. So patent that I have purchased from someone, design that I have purchased from someone, the technology that I have purchased from someone and paid a lump sum amount to them, I have purchased these rights from someone outside for a limited period. So let's say, for example, I have bought a design by paying 10 million euros for a particular product, and I can use this product only for 2 years. Now this is my intangible asset. So the value of the cost of the asset, intangible design cost, is 10 million euros. Its life is 5 years, or I can use it only for 5 years. After 5 years, I will not have a right to use it. That means this intangible asset, this design cost of 10 euros will be diminishing by 2 million euros every year for next 5 years. Now, how do I record this reduction in the value of design cost in my books? I will record this as amortization cost. So that is your depreciation, and that is your amortization. So if I can put in simple words, and please pay attention, what depreciation is for tangible assets, amortization is for intangible assets. Hope that answers your question.